Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Sunday, March 15th, 2020. If you have been watching the VODs on YouTube, do not forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/OtakuShowboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyandon's mods development at patreon.com/Pyandon and myself at patreon.com/OtakuShowboat. So, stuff, things. It's the Ides of March, and you know what that means? Do you know what that means? It means I bought Factorio exactly 1 year ago today. That's what that means. I have owned the video game for precisely 1 year as of today. As of today, how much time have I put into this? Oh, just 1,892 hours over the course of 1 year. Just, casual level play of the game of Factorio. Also, just one other couple other things to note. Lots of updates are happening with the Pi suite, of course, including something that I had actually thought about as a change that has come to pass just naturally, and that is the removal of the vanilla plastic recipe that's on its way. It's not in yet live, but soon, quote unquote, very soon. No more vanilla plastic recipe, because that's frankly the best plastic recipe available at the moment. Yeah, Pandon, it's like, it will be out in a few minutes. Yeah, I figured. But that's like, of all the stuff changing, that's like big. That's like one of the big changes that is just, oh, I was actually thinking of that the other day. It's like, if they're going to be removing all of the like vanilla oil refining stuff, why not remove the vanilla plastic recipe as well? So that's happened. Also, since I know King is around, I don't know if they're listening right now, but just a reminder to King Arthur that he said that he was going to add in a setting to not have the raw coal everywhere. I sort of need that setting, actually, because as of right now, in this current save, in this current save, if I explore the map more, I'm going to get errors in RSO. Not really like crashing errors. It's just going to complain to me with a message log saying that it cannot find coal as a resource, because the implementation of this is it completely deletes coal as a resource in favor of raw coal. So yeah, the resource of coal on my map right now will not spawn, period, in anything new. So yeah, just a reminder to King about that startup setting. That would be great. If we could have that startup setting that lets coal actually exist. Yeah, that'd be great. Also, just not Pi Suite related, but Crestorio 2 or Crestorio Squared has released. It is better than Legacy. Still suffers the number one biggest problem of all Factorio overhauls, and that is a very slow start. I personally played through the start and got through the start, and I'm now at like making steel, and I have my initial 2 sciences, not the green science yet, but that's like the next thing I'm working on. All automated. I've got like the bus set up, and now it feels like there's actually stuff to do. But at the very beginning, yeah, there's times I was waiting a long time on handcrafting, and yeah, that is a sin. that is a sin that a lot of these mods commit, these overhaul mods commit, and that is forcing you to sit and wait for handcrafting to happen before you can actually, play the game. Such is life. Anyway, let us play the pie suite. Yeah, that sounds great. What did we do last time? We did this last time. This beautiful thing. This beautiful setup here. This is what we did last time, and then all of the glorious stuff up here, with all of this unslimed iron processing. This beautiful at scale unslimed iron processing. Isn't it? It's glorious. It's glorious. We have all of the unslimed iron that we could ever imagine, as well as the ability to actually process all of it into molten iron, and then all of that molten iron into plates and molten steel. And now we're working on getting actual stainless steel. That is the next thing, is the stainless steel. I will note, however, that as of today, and as of this stream, neuroprocessors no longer require transistors, which means they no longer require any of the doped silicon. So, that means we do not need stainless steel to make neuroprocessors anymore, because we no longer need to make the gas processing units that make the doped silicons. So we no longer need stainless steel in this, which would save some time, clearly, if we were going to go the route of pie science and then focus on getting blue science, which I think is sort of the intention, is to get pie science and then get blue science. The only thing to note, optical fiber uses plastic, and we're about to not have the vanilla plastic recipe anymore, which is my usual go-to when I make optical fiber, because it's 2 chem plants of the vanilla recipe for plastic to feed a automated factory, making 1.5 optical fiber per second. So it was nice. I was sort of off screen building what would eventually be a blueprint to just paste down of the optical fiber, but no, that's not gonna work anymore. Not without the vanilla plastic recipe. I have to modify that even more. But we have the ability to make everything in here, right now, including the PCB2s. Because if you have the optical fiber first, you'll have the nylon for the nylon parts. Etching solution, the only thing in here really, lard, and we've got the stuff for the etching solution. So it's well, we've got all the stuff for the etching solution. The phenolic, we can make the phenol. That's the only thing here. It's we can make phenol, right? Right? I've got filtration media now. I can sort of do that. So we can work towards narrow processors. But first, we have stainless steel to get. So we'll work towards getting the optical fiber for the narrow processors next, and that will be, of course, after this. But before this, we need the ferrochromium, which means it's time to get molten chromium. Oh boy. Molten chromium, which is electric arc furnace. Yeah. Which is the electric arc furnace. It needs CO2, which I believe I do have. Yeah, I have, the CO2, and I have the stuff that I could use to make graphite, so that's fine. I've got the coke for the graphite and all that good stuff. I've got lots of coke. Lots of coke. But what I don't have here is the what I don't have over here is the borax. So I need to bring a requester station for borax. Which am I carrying any requester stations? I don't think so. Because I got rid of like a lot of the thingies. So we have to go back to the bus. Huzzah! Off we go. Back to the bus. Oh, and the another thing to note. Apparently, Pi made vanadium harder. Hmm. Hmm. I think my own bad driving just saved my life. I think my own bad driving just saved my life. We're gonna ignore that for now. That totally didn't happen. That totally didn't happen. Oh yeah, the crawdad is a thing. What's the actual name of the crawdad? What is its actual name? And it doesn't. I think it's domestication 1, right? That would have unlocked. Or what tech is crawdad? A U B. Just checking. No, it's not domestication. What is it? Like, what is the crawdad? Because Car W Dad under zoology. Oh, so very beginning. Okay. Very beginning, the actual crawdad. Yeah, we can make that. Unfortunately, I need to like bring blood to a creature chamber to do that. Yeah, it's early car, but feeds off of what? Meat and what other fuel? I'm not interested in the crawdad actually, because it's tank. Meat, fish, and food. Well, what type of food? All the food? Dingret food? Does all food have fuel value now? Yeah, and then the Dingret. Yeah, Dingret food, because that's the Dingritio fuel value one. Speaking of which, I do hope that balance is balanced enough, because Dingritio have also been improved, shall we say, on the fuel value use, because that was on my infinity mode map. I put down a Dingritio and put down like quality Dingrit's food in it, and that ate all the food very fast initially before this change. Uh, so it has been improved on the Dingritio's fuel drainage, but yeah, quality food within seconds, consuming all of it. Like, oh boy, yeah, I'm not using that. Also, animation cycles. Animation cycles are a thing. Uh, it it doesn't have a like stop animation. It doesn't like reset the animation when it's stopped. So it when you stop, it can be like legs out like it's running. Yeah, that's just Factorio being Factorio at that point. I'm here for something. I'm here for requester stations. Yeah, those things. Uh, unloaders. Yep, bulk rail unloaders. Arithmetic combinators. Could use a few more of those, actually. I am making those... Where? Thought I had some arithmetics in here. I guess not. Alright, combinators are over here, then. Not this. Not those. Here. The arithmetic. The arithmetic combinators. Which is their actual name. I always call them arithmetic, but it's totally an E, not an A. They are the arithmetic combinators. All right, let's get going to the place and do the things at the place. To the glorious Chromium, which is like here. This way. Okay, this location. I need a new station. And I was thinking about sticking it like here? Here-ish? Up? Up? Scale up? Yeah, that's what I was... planning. Something like that, because I could just keep going, get a whole bunch of them there if I really need them. Kill the straight section here. Get my beautiful, glorious blueprint that will eventually have... Where is this one? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Oh, I don't have the requester lamps. Oh, joy. Okay, this is Chromium Borax request. I need the lights. Oh my. That is very important. That is very important. Lights are cool. They're good. I need the lights. They're sort of what define the actual request in the requester station. Would be nifty to have those. Also, welcome everyone who isn't going to church today because everything's been closed. Because literally everything is shutting down. Everywhere. Welcome. There will be more people watching streams this week, and next week, and the week after. I know that in my state, the entire state, all the kiddos, K through 12, are not going to school for the next 2 weeks. I'm sure they're happy. Not so much the parents, but I'm sure the kids are happy. They get an early spring break. They might also have a spring break as well, depending on how things go with this. Public schools around here usually have their spring break, I think it's the week before Easter. It's around Easter time they have their spring break for the public schools. This is the normal college spring break week going forward, this period of time here. But yeah, all the colleges also have 2 weeks of spring break. And then they get to have all of their classes done online. Oh joy. good luck if you don't have internet access. Just straight up good luck. You'll have to deal with it. You'll have to go to a public place to get public internet access. You know, the complete opposite point of having everything be closed. It's like, isn't the point of having everything closed to be isolated, to not have to go to public places? Yep. Yeah, yes. Short answer, yes. That is the point. But there are those who don't have internet access. Oddly enough, that is a thing. I can, like, just do this request, right? I could just bring the borax in. At this point, just bring me all the borax. And it should just work now. The fastest train station, I'm sure, that we have ever made. Here comes the borax. Because yes, it needs to go all the way from here up this line and then over all the way over and down in, and here it comes. Welcome, borax. Welcome, welcome. And I did my grocery shopping yesterday, and yeah, that was an experience. That was an experience doing grocery shopping, where I had to completely change what I have for lunch going forward, because my usual lunch is canned goods, canned meats, either canned tuna, canned chicken, or canned ham. Like ham bits with like egg, like scrambled egg burrito type things. I have sandwich wraps, but not regular processed meat. So yeah, all of that was gone, and of that still existed, it was all limit 2 on every canned meat that exists. I ended up getting, I have it next to me, I ended up having to get like solid albacore. I got 2 of these of the solid cans. You know how much this cost? $1.50. You know how much a normal can of chunk light tuna costs under normal circumstances? Like 89 cents. Because this is all they had any left of. And yes, I went to Wegmans. I went to Wegmans Virginia Beach. That's where I went. Where they actually had no hand sanitizer available for sale, but the entire store was lined with a whole bunch of Purell stations where you could just get hand sanitizer and use it while in the store. So that they had a lot of. All over the store, just not for sale. Not for sale. And all of the paper towels and toilet paper and napkins, that entire aisle was empty. Also tissues, all empty. That entire section, just gone, despite limits. Hello, Ave. Welcome. And hello, King. Welcome, King. Here is the reminder, again, because you're here. Please, for the love of God, add that startup setting that adds the coal back in. That startup setting for the coal would be great to have. Because my map will not generate any coal anymore, and RSO will yell at me. RSO will yell at me. Just, a reminder. RSO will yell at me. What do I want of this? What do I want here? Like, I don't... Nothing is relevant anymore. Cargo plane. Cargo plane? Cargo plane. Cargo plane is semi-relevant. It's all down to future stuff now. Future stuff. What happened with the coal, Ave, is now now coal is replaced with raw coal completely as a concept in the pie suite. So at the moment, vanilla coal is simply deleted as a resource. It is simply deleted as a resource available for RSO to spawn. That is its implementation. It just deletes coal rather than sets it to not spawn. It simply removes its existence entirely. What exists will still exist on an existing map, but it will not spawn anymore. He also gave RSO a new config file so that it spawns raw coal as a starting resource in your starting zone rather than coal. FYI. Like, I saw that update to RSO. Just like I saw that RSO is working with Factorio 2 now. Just by the way, I do not want one of those signals there. I want that signal. Well, raw coal isn't useless if regular coal doesn't exist. I mean, that's the long and short of it, right? It's raw coal has a use if regular coal doesn't exist. Therefore, regular coal no longer exists. It's pretty simple overall. I mean, it just doesn't exist anymore. If the problem is vanilla's existence, kill vanilla. Okay, we need like a bit. How much actually? Let's look at you. So how much actual molten or ferrochrome? I wasn't going to target 20. I was going to target like 19, but I need to get an idea. Okay. Wait, 256. The F? No? Oh. Right. Right. It's yeah, it's consuming it's the percentage stuff here with the iron. It's like it's limiting itself by the iron available to it. It's limiting itself to the iron available to it, but I want like the 19.46. Alright, so I have to do this in a separate thingy. Separate thingy! You there. New recipe. Give me ferrochrome. Ferrochrome. All of the ferrochrome. And I want to know how much is for 20. 10! 10 whole molten chromium for 20 ferro. So, you know, just 2. What did you miss? Lots of me talking about the fact that everything is shutting down because of coronavirus. That's it. You've missed me talk about stuff shut down because of coronavirus and like not available stuff. I have to I had to change my menu for my lunches this week because of this stupidity around coronavirus. Did you know that that West Virginia shut down all of its public schools without a single confirmed case of coronavirus in the entire state? West Virginia! Hey! They shut down the schools without a single confirmed case of the coronavirus in the entire state. Because reasons. Because reasons. Reasons. Like, it's not even there yet. Let's prevent it from happening when it's not even there yet, as far as we know. No, it lasts 14 days. You are not... If you have it, you will experience symptoms. If you experience symptoms, after about 5 days on average. And then it will persist over 14 days. Like, you will be contagious for around 14 days. But you are contagious when you're not showing symptoms. You are completely contagious when you are not showing symptoms, and that is for 5-ish days. According to all the information I've seen thus far, you are asymptomatic for about 5-ish days. Not 2 weeks of asymptomatic, no. No. You're not asymptomatic for 2 weeks and then show symptoms. It is 5 days. About 5 days. 4 to 5 days. But you are contagious in total across the whole thing for about 14. Which is why, if you are shown to have it, you have to quarantine for 14 days. So that it's gone from your symptoms. Well, that number 2 to 14 of asymptomatic, that you will either be symptomatic or you will not be symptomatic through the whole time that you have it, which is about 80% of the cases. You will not even have any real symptoms of it most of the time. You'll just be carrying it around, and you won't even know. And you won't even know. Yeah, the vast majority of people who catch this virus won't even know that they have the virus. Which is scary in and of itself. It's like, okay, so you won't even know. You won't even know that you have it. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I need... Is this, like, all being consumed? I don't... This is exclusively being used as fuel for voiding. This entire line of Coke... This entire line of Coke, its entire existence is devoted exclusively to fuel for voiding. So this is now going to be high-pressure furnace. Yes, high-pressure furnaces for stuff. Yeah, the things. Where's the things? Here, graphite. Yeah, this stuff. This beautiful stuff. How much do I need again? A little bit. 0.75-ish, not even. Yeah, it's fine. But everything will be fine, because most people have recovered. A lot of people have completely recovered. They're still counted for some reason as being infected, but they've recovered. They are quote unquote they are fully recovered from this, but they still get counted. So of all the cases that have existed, there have been people who are no longer sick. We need to keep this in mind as well. A lot of times with the media coverage, it hasn't been made clear exactly what they are counting. Because, of course, the number of cases that have happened is a lot higher number than the current active cases. Those are two different values. Give me power. And, oh, we have non-zero amounts of the molten chromium. Hallelujah. I thought that would take a lot longer than this, but good. Because clearly I'm not going to cast this. This is exclusively for the ferrochrome at the moment. I have a bit of chromium already. Will I want to do this transition fully? Yes, at some point, but not at this moment in time. So yeah, stuff, things are happening. We're just going to ignore that just happened. Ahem. We're just going to ignore that I was, you know, incredibly close to just getting smashed, T-boned by a train. We're going to ignore that. The actual proper use of these pipe to grounds, of these multi-purpose pipes. The intended use. Oh my gosh. We actually have the intended use. What they're actually good for. And I went way too far.